Every morning, exactly at 7, Jake Martinez cooks 5 eggs. This 34-year-old software engineer from Palo Alto has eaten 5 eggs every single day for 8 months now. He strongly believes this has changed his life for the better. My brain fog disappeared, my energy stayed high, and my muscles grew, he states, as the smell of cooking eggs fills his kitchen. Jake is not the only one with this daily egg habit. In places like Silicon Valley, more and more people are joining what they call the 5-a-day egg trend. These biohackers and health fans think eating 5 whole eggs every day is a secret to a better body and mind. Social media is full of stories from people who say their thinking improved, their bodies changed for the better, and they felt more alive. Some influencers even show how they eat 22 eggs daily. This growing trend brings up a very important question. Can eating 5 eggs every day truly change your life for the better? Or is this just another short-lived idea in our constant search for quick health fixes? The simple egg has a very long and surprising history. Over the last 7 decades, it has gone from being a common breakfast item to being seen as bad for your heart, and then to being known as a nutritional hero. We will explore this whole story. We want to find out if eggs are a superfood or if eating too many could be a health risk. 2. A bad start. The trouble for eggs began in the 1950s. At this time, many successful American business people were getting heart attacks. A scientist named Ancel Keys came up with an idea. He said that eating too much fat and cholesterol was bad for the heart. This idea became very popular. Keys believed that foods high in fat and cholesterol led to heart problems. He said that people should eat less fat and cholesterol. The egg, especially its yellow yolk, had a lot of cholesterol. So the egg became a main target. Keys even had a math rule called the Keys equation that showed how the cholesterol you ate would raise your blood cholesterol. For him, every egg you ate brought you closer to heart trouble. Before Keys, some older studies made people worry about eggs. In the early 1900s, scientists fed a lot of egg yolk to rabbits. Rabbits are animals that eat plants, not like humans. The scientists saw problems in the rabbits' bodies. These rabbit studies, though not very good for humans, helped create a lot of fear about eating egg yolks. Ancel Keys then did a big study called the 7-Country Study. It started in 1957 and lasted for 25 years. He looked at many men in 7 different countries. The study seemed to show that fat, cholesterol, and heart disease were strongly connected. Because of this study, many countries made new food rules. But the study had problems. The countries were not well chosen. The food notes were not complete. It did not look at bad man-made fats separately. Also, people's bodies reacted differently to cholesterol. By the year 1961, a big health group, the American Heart Association, agreed with Keys. They told people to eat less than 300 milligrams of cholesterol each day. They also said to eat no more than 3 eggs a week. This meant many people started eating only egg whites and special egg mixes without cholesterol. For many years after this, eggs were seen as bad food. People thought that cholesterol in food directly made cholesterol in their blood, which was a wrong idea that stayed for a long time. Even Keyes himself saw that his own data had some odd parts, but the warning against eggs continued to grow. 3. The truth about eggs. In Chapter 2, we talked about the old fear of eggs. For many years, people thought eating eggs was bad for the heart. But now, modern science helps us understand cholesterol much better. It turns out that the human body is very smart. It has a special system to keep its own cholesterol levels balanced. This is called cholesterol homeostasis. Scientists have learned that your body works hard to control the amount of cholesterol in your blood. Imagine your body like a factory that makes cholesterol. If you start to eat more foods that have cholesterol, like eggs, your body's factory simply slows down. It makes less cholesterol itself. Also, your body takes in less cholesterol from the food you eat. This clever system helps to keep your blood cholesterol levels steady and healthy. Because of this, for most healthy people, the cholesterol you eat in foods does not change the cholesterol in your blood very much. Many large studies have looked closely at this. They show that eating foods with cholesterol, such as eggs, does not directly cause higher blood cholesterol levels or a higher risk of heart disease. For example, a big review in 2022 found no strong connection between the cholesterol you eat and the cholesterol in your blood. Even the American Heart Association did a study in 2019 and found no clear link between dietary cholesterol and heart problems. This new understanding led to big changes in official health advice. In 2002, the American Heart Association took away its old advice to limit eggs. Then, in 2015, the official dietary guidelines for Americans removed the daily limit on cholesterol completely. This was a very important step. It showed that health experts now know that cholesterol in food is not the main thing that makes blood cholesterol high for most people. It is very important to understand the difference between dietary cholesterol and blood cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol is the cholesterol that is found in the foods we eat, like egg yolks. Blood cholesterol is the cholesterol that is flowing in our blood. Most of the cholesterol in our blood is made by our own body, mainly in the liver. When we eat more cholesterol, our liver often just reduces how much it makes. This means that for the majority of people, eating eggs does not make their blood cholesterol go up by a harmful amount. This new scientific view has truly changed how we see eggs today. 4. A food for your brain. Eggs are a truly special food, and their yolks are full of important nutrients. One of these is choline, which is very good for your brain. Choline helps your brain work well.
improving memory and how you think. It is also vital for the brain to grow strong, especially for babies before and after they are born. Many people do not get enough choline in their daily diet. Eating just 2 eggs can give you almost all the choline you need in the day. A study from Japan even showed that choline from egg yolks helped healthy adults improve their verbal memory. This is because choline is used to make a key brain chemical that controls memory and mood. It also helps build cell walls and keeps your nervous system working right. Beyond choline, eggs offer many other good things. They are a great source of high-quality protein, which your body uses to build and repair muscles. The yolk, which was once wrongly feared, holds most of the egg's vitamins. For example, eggs have vitamin D, which is hard to find in many foods and is important for strong bones. They also provide vitamin B12, which is essential for healthy nerves and red blood cells. Eggs contain selenium, which protects your cells from damage, and iodine, important for your thyroid. For your eyes, eggs are excellent. They have special nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. These are like natural sunglasses for your eyes, helping to protect them from light damage and keeping them healthy. Studies show that these nutrients from eggs are absorbed very well by your body. They can help prevent a common eye problem in older people that causes vision loss. However, it is also important to look at all the science. Some studies still suggest caution for certain people. One large study that looked at many adults for over 17 years found a small link between eating more eggs and a slightly higher risk of heart disease. But this study had problems. For example, it only asked people about their diet one time, which might not show their true eating habits over many years. Other research suggests that eating many eggs might increase the risk of developing diabetes for some groups of people, particularly women. For those who already have diabetes, the scientific results are mixed, with some studies showing no extra risk and others suggesting a higher risk for heart problems. Also, not everyone's body reacts the same way to the cholesterol in eggs. About 1/4 of people are called hyper-responders because their blood cholesterol levels go up more when they eat cholesterol-rich foods. There is also ongoing research about a substance called TMAO, made by gut bacteria from choline. Some studies link high TMAO levels to heart problems, but research on eggs increasing TMO to a harmful level has shown different results. This means more understanding is needed. 5. Can you eat too many? The idea of eating 5 eggs every day has become popular with some people who believe it brings great health benefits. It is important to look at what happens when someone eats this many eggs. 5 eggs in one day can provide a large amount of calories, protein, and fat. This can be about 1,550 calories, 125 grams of protein, and 105 grams of fat. This is a big part of what an average adult needs daily. For building muscles, the body can use only about 20 to 25 grams of protein well in one meal. 5 eggs have 30 grams of protein, so eating more than this at once might not give extra benefits for muscle growth, as the body might not use all of it. Also, every person's body is unique. What works for one person might not work for another. Some people feel good and keep healthy cholesterol levels with many eggs, but others might have digestive problems or unhealthy changes in their blood tests. Not everyone reacts the same way. Your genes are also important. They affect how your body handles cholesterol from food. Some people's bodies manage cholesterol well, even with many eggs. Others show bigger changes in their blood. Without special tests, it is hard to know how your body will react to eating a lot of eggs. Another key point is what you might not be eating. Eggs are nutritious, but no single food has all you need. When eggs are a big part of your diet, you might eat fewer fruits, vegetables, or whole grains. These foods are also very important for a healthy and balanced diet. Experts like Dr. Sarah Chen, a heart doctor, say that for a healthy young person without heart problems, 5 eggs a day is probably not dangerous. But she notes it is likely not needed. 1 or 2 eggs daily usually give most benefits. Dr. Michael Rodriguez, a sports nutritionist, advises people eating many eggs to check their blood regularly. This helps them know it remains a healthy choice. In conclusion, a balanced diet with variety is best. Eggs are healthy, but eating them alongside many other good foods supports long-term well-being. 6. Where do eggs come from? When you buy eggs, you see many labels on the carton. These labels tell you about where the eggs come from and how the hens live. Understanding these labels can help you choose the right eggs for you. First, there are conventional eggs. These eggs come from hens that live in small cages. Each hen has very little space, often less than 1 sheet of paper. They cannot spread their wings or do natural things like dust bathing or foraging for food. This system helps keep costs low but offers limited welfare for the hens. Next are cage-free eggs. These hens do not live in cages. They live inside large barns, usually with thousands of other chickens. They can walk around and use nesting boxes inside the barn, but they typically do not go outside. While better than cages, these barns can still be very crowded. Free-range eggs come from hens that have some access to the outdoors. This means they can go outside if they want, but the quality and size of their outdoor space can be different for each farm. They might get some fresh air, sunlight, and a chance to scratch in the dirt. The label pasture-raised usually means the hens spend a lot of time outside on grassy pastures. They have ample space to roam freely, find insects, eat wild seeds, and graze on fresh plants. This outdoor lifestyle is closest to how chickens naturally live, allowing them to express natural behaviors fully. The living conditions and what a hen eats greatly affect the nutritional value of her eggs. Hens that forage outside on pasture consume a much more diverse diet. Beyond their regular chicken feed, they find and eat bugs, worms, and various plants. This varied diet directly impacts the nutrients in their eggs. For example, pasture-raised eggs often have higher levels of important nutrients. They contain significantly more omega-3 fatty acids, which are healthy fats essential for brain and heart health. They also provide more vitamin E, an antioxidant, and more beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is a compound that your body turns into vitamin A, which is good for vision and immune function. Studies comparing different egg types have shown clear differences. Pasture-raised eggs can have twice as many omega-3 fatty acids as conventional eggs. They may also contain 3 times more vitamin E and even 7 times more beta-carotene. Additionally, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fats is often much better in pasture-raised eggs, promoting a healthier balance of fats in our diet. These findings highlight how the hen's diet and lifestyle truly make a difference in the quality of the eggs they lay, offering richer nutrition. 7. Eggs and our planet. Eggs are a good food, but we also need to think about their impact on our planet. Egg farming uses land and water, and it creates greenhouse gases. How eggs are produced changes this impact. For example, making eggs in traditional cage systems uses less land, but these farms create a lot of waste. This waste can harm local water sources. Farms that raise cage-free, free-range, or pasture-raised eggs need more land. They can sometimes help the environment by making the soil better. However, they can also use more energy. Most greenhouse gases from egg production, about 70%, come from growing and transporting the feed for the chickens, like corn and soy. The carbon footprint for a dozen regular eggs is around 2.3 kilograms of carbon dioxide. For free-range eggs, it is a bit more, about 2.7 kilograms. Egg farms also use water. They use less water than farms for chicken meat, beef, or pork. But if a large farm's waste is not managed well, it can pollute ground and surface water. Now, imagine if everyone in the world started eating 5 eggs every day.
In the United States, people currently produce about 113 billion eggs each year. If every American ate 5 eggs daily, we would need roughly 600 billion eggs every year. This is 5 times more eggs. To make so many eggs, farms would need to grow much bigger or use more intense ways of farming. This would greatly increase greenhouse gases, land use, and waste. It would make environmental problems much worse than they are now. Eating many eggs every day also costs money. Regular eggs are quite cheap, about $2 to $3 for 12 eggs. But pasture-raised eggs usually cost more, often $5 to $8 for 12. If someone chooses to eat 5 pasture-raised eggs every day, it could cost over $1,500 each year. This higher price is because pasture-raised farms need more land, more workers, and different ways of managing the chickens. So, while eggs can be an affordable food, eating a lot of them, especially certain types, can become quite expensive. These environmental and economic points are important to consider when thinking about egg consumption. 8. What should you do? We have come a long way from when eggs were seen as bad for your heart. For years, people feared the cholesterol in egg yolks. Health groups told us to eat only a few eggs each week. This fear began in the 1950s, based on early studies linking dietary fat to heart problems. But science has moved forward. We now understand cholesterol much better.
For most people, the cholesterol you eat has little effect on blood cholesterol. Your body adjusts. Eggs, with their rich nutrients, are not the villains we once thought. They are full of choline for your brain, essential vitamins, and special nutrients for your eyes. So, what should you do? The answer is not the same for everyone. It depends on you. Remember Jake Martinez, who eats 5 eggs daily? His health markers look good, but he is just one person. His body reacts well. Others might react differently. Your body, health history, and genes all play a part. If you have heart problems or diabetes, be more careful. For a healthy person, 1 to 2 eggs a day is good for most. This gives many benefits without possible downsides. Eggs are truly nutritious. They offer high-quality protein and many important vitamins and minerals. They are not a magic food that solves all problems, nor a danger to avoid. They are a valuable part of a healthy diet. The best way to eat eggs is as part of a varied diet.
Eat them with lots of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. You get all the good things from eggs and from other foods too. Moderation is key to good health. What do you think is the right number of eggs for a healthy diet? We want to hear your thoughts.
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.